often the simplest actions bring the best results. And I did this experiment over a 3-week period in the last month where I worked almost every day. I think in the 3 weeks I had 1 or 1.5 days off kind of thing. And I did this experiment of trying to work every day to get a lot of stuff done. And I did get a lot of stuff done. And I thought I would get more done. And in that work period, I tried to sleep less. Like, I heard all this information about how sleep is important and how it affects your performance, but I didn't realize how much it affects the performance. So there are a couple of things that affected my sleep. So one was basically just staying up for longer and still getting up at the same time of 6:30 in the morning, but then sleeping less than 8 hours. And anything that was less than 8 hours, 7 is okay, but anything less than that, I had a few days where it was 6 days. It actually affected me. After that whole period ended, it affected me for at least week and a half, where I didn't feel the same level of energy as I usually feel when I sleep 8 hours a day. And when I don't sleep, it reduces focus, it reduces motivation, it changes the levels of happiness that I felt. And what this led me to realize is how important sleep is to optimal performance. It's the biggest brain hack. I remember that I had this interesting period around age 22, 23 where I tried to study and work and sleep as little as possible, sleep for like 6 hours, and then I would try and eat all these beautiful vegetables and salads, and I just couldn't get it why I had so little energy and why I felt so crap, when the answer was so simple. I didn't sleep enough. I slept for like 6.5, 7 hours a night. And actually another hack to improve sleep was alcohol. When you have a drink or two in the evening before you go to sleep, it totally affects the way you sleep that night. It affects memory retention for at least a couple of days. There are research studies about this where students were given an instruction to, go and have a night out and have 4 drinks, and it would actually affect their memory retention for several days after they had that drink. And so not only does it affect memory, it affects your sleep insanely, and it affects the way you feel the next day, where at least me, I felt that I've had less energy, less focus, less willpower to do the hard work. And you really notice it when you go without drinking for a few weeks, and then you have even just one drink. It changes the way you feel right away. It's insane. So from this point going forward, I'm going to take care of my sleep until a certain moment in November where I won't have control over that. But that's for another day. What about you? What have you noticed about sleep and how it affects you? Leave me a comment if you see this.